Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Well, today we're going to be tackling the foyer of my home. Really, there's no real specific category, but it basically, as you enter through the door, there's the living room, which I already showed you, and then there's like a little foyer table that has something special I want to show you. And then you come to my, what I call my seasonal branch, which I decorate for each of the seasons. And then you get into this area here going up the stairs, which I want to show you because I also did some special things there. And finally, we're going to look at the little hallway. There's a few DIYs that I've done before that I wanted to share with you. And then we're also going to do one little DIY together for the special thing that's over here. So let's start. Why don't we just start with the seasonal branches? I'm right in front of it. Let me show you a little closer what this is all about. Well, if you've seen any some of my previous videos, you'll have heard the story that this is just a branch that I happened to find, I think, walking on the sidewalk. And you know me and branches, so I had to grab it, brought it home and stuck it on the wall. And ever since, I haven't taken it down. I keep kind of adding things to it for the different seasons. I'd like to do it differently. As you can see, I've added 3 sets of fairy lights, which I have to change the batteries quite often. I just did. Those are pretty fresh batteries. And then I usually have something there in the middle. Now for Christmas, what I do is I use this as sort of my Christmas card holder. You can see I have a few there. You can just use a little pin. I found these beautiful snowflakes at so it was actually a consignment store. And then this giant tag, I believe, was from Michael's a few years back. And I had those giant ornaments that they just help with weighing it down. But as you can see, I could fit quite a lot. But I can even add more if I want to. For the fall, I added a whole bunch of kind of fall leaves and things like that. For Christmas, I have a few little things. One of the things that's important to do every time I change the batteries to, put it back in its little wire, and then I have like a little snow, that snow blanket to kind of camouflage it a little bit. It just looks like a clump of snow. So let me show you what I'm going to do. One other little thing that I add is this fun kind of fairy lights that have like a little tree inside. I think this was from the dollar spot in Target a few years back. So I like to put them all alongside the branch. And I think I have 2 sets because, well, there goes one. Good thing they're not breakable. Anyway, so you'll see, I have to put batteries on them first. So let's do that first. Okay, they're all lit up now. Aren't those cute? So of course you gotta hang them looking down. And again, I'm gonna have to camouflage this too. So I'm waiting for these both to be on and then I'll camouflage it. Okay, so let's see I forget how far I can go with them. Okay, and for camouflaging, we're just gonna use, this kind of snow. I have different kinds. And the idea is to make it look like a, little snow that fell on the branch. Okay, and here is my little seasonal branch, all finished up with all those cute lights, my little snow blankets covering all my little battery packs. There you have it. I keep it as simple this time. Sometimes I go a little wilder with it, but it's pretty simple. Okay, so let me show you the rest. Right next to my Nativity collection. So one of the things I collect is miniature Nativity collections. The smaller the better. It's one of my smallest. That one back there is inside of a walnut. And I happened to put it inside that thing, but that didn't come with it. So, and I have some that I bought through trips. I have a few that people have given me, so I try to collect them. Now I'm trying to kind of only get them in special places so they kind of have a special memory attached. And that's like a little 3 King kind of stained glass thing that I did a long time ago. This is one of my favorite ones because of the little tent that Joseph and Mary and the baby are. And of course I love my candles. My 3 Kings candles, which I think I got those in college. They're really, really old. So anyway, so I've been adding to my collection, but this is not all of them. The second half of the collection actually lives under this tree. And this is a very special tree because this is what I call my memory tree. meaning that this is kind of, you know, this is all your collectibles that are important because they designate something important, like a milestone. Like for instance, this is our first Christmas together, 1987. And I also added pictures of my relatives, family, friends that have passed, even pets that have passed are kind of significant to us. So that's what's in here. It's a lot of those memories and collectibles, things that sort of have a special meaning. Because oftentimes for Christmas, we all have that. We all have special things that, you know, we want to see every year. And that hold up kind of a dear place in our heart for us. So this year I got this one made for my hubby. That's him and me and our cats. And like I said, see, it has some of our cats. And then under here, I have more of my little nativity sets. This is also some of my favorites. Some of these I've had since college. They're pretty old. Some of them I've gotten like in a special trip, like this one I got in Quebec last year, 2022. I'm trying to mark them up because I'm starting to forget. My husband gave me that one. This is a new one. This is a little snow globe. I just got this one. This is from Burlington, I think. And the last touch that I like to do for my nativity, even though I'm using a snow blanket, it's kind of nice to make it snow. This other ones kind of make it look a little bit more like snow, as opposed to just a blanket. So, and it's always fun just to make it a snow in Bethlehem. I know it didn't snow in Bethlehem, but it does in my Bethlehem. Oh, and also, of course, you can see I have fairy lights as well, which are good for lighting up the little nativities. But anyway, so going back to the memory tree, see, these are all things that kind of hold a special memory to me for one reason or another. I have a picture of my dad, who passed away a long time ago now, two of our kitties that also passed away, my brother, my mom is here, they've all passed away. Some old memories. This is Girl Scout camps a long time ago. And also at one point I was starting to do memory ornaments, like 2005 for instance, where I would write down all the things that kind of major things that happened during that year. And I had a special tree for it, and I was going to collect them all, but then my husband knocked it over one time. And that's it. I didn't make any more. That was the end of that. I decided that I didn't need to make any more. But I have a different way now of keeping the yearly thing. So anyway, so that's my little memory tree. So what I'm gonna do this year is, I was thinking, you know what, I'm missing some people that should be in this tree. So I think I'm gonna make a few new memory tree ornaments, and I make them very simply. Just with the frame, that's just a frame that I put a picture on. I also did this last time, a while back. This was not as successful, and I think I'm gonna try see if I can do something different with them. I did this on transparency. The problem is that unless you have it just right, under the right light source, you don't really see them. I'm thinking of just putting a piece of maybe white cardstock or something so they read better. You know, or just remaking them all together. Because see, yeah, you know, when you get enough distance, but you know, by themselves, they just kind of look dark on the tree. So I have a few of these. I'm gonna try to remake them, and then I have some that have like pictures of my nieces. I'm gonna see if I can find some newer pictures. Those are kind of old now, you know, stuff like that. This is kind of way to kind of keep all those memories in one place. So let me show you what I have going to get that. I want to mention about this tree is that it used to be our main tree, right? For a while there, after I got my 10-foot tree and decided I didn't need that much tree in my life, we went for something very small. We went for this one. And then of course it was too short, so I ended up putting it on this pot to kind of elevate it and put it on the table. but then I thought, well, but it's not a good place because especially where it's at. It's right in my foyer, you know, here, as you, like I said, right by the staircase. So it's not a great place for putting presents and all that, especially after I kind of took over with all my little nativities. At one point, I think I had my snow village here too. But anyway, one of the things I do with this tree to save time is I take all the breakables, you know, anything like this that's breakable, anything breakable. The other stuff is pretty much wire, you know, it's, you know, wire with the branches as best as I can. I literally put a plastic bag on the bottom, put the tree in top of it, put another plastic bag on top, and I shove it in the closet. So it saves me a lot of time because I don't have to redecorate it every year. I just have to kind of put, you know, fix up anything that fell and kind of fix up, you know, put all the breakables, you know, that kind of a thing. So anyway, so just wanted to comment that as another thought. Okay, let me continue showing you here the rest of the space because I have a few more things to show you. Just to show you quickly what I do with my stairs. We have this nice curved staircase that goes all the way up. So I like to put a garland that's lighted all the way up, as you can see. And when I get to the top, I reverse it and make it to the other side, and I put a wreath in the middle. I think it dresses up the staircase very nicely. And again, just like I do with the tree, I save this whole garland with lights, all, you know, all the ribbon, you know, all the little pine cones and so forth, just as you see it. I start from the back end, you know, up there, and I put that first in my bin, and I make a circle, and then that way when I end up to the top, it's going to be the end with the plug. And I know that I got to start that one here and then go and reverse my way. So basically that's exactly how I put it to save me time, because that way I don't have to redo this whole thing every year, you know. And then I put this one separately, the one on this side separately. And the same thing with this sprays you see here. I made this a long time ago, and they literally just kind of are attached with a bow on the top with a ribbon, you know, and that's all it takes. I think I have to clip my little bird separately because they don't stay on, you know. But other than that, again, it's a way for me to save time when trying to do a lot, you know, by myself pretty much. But I still want it to look festive. So as much as you can wire ahead of time, you know, either with the branches or with separate wire, I really recommend you do that. And when you put it away, it's all intact and you don't have to redo it. Okay, now finally, the last part I wanted to show you was just this hallway. I created this little shelves, you know, ledges, I guess, kind of the kind IKEA will sell you, but you know, it's pretty easy to make them. They're basically 3 pieces of wood. You know, 1x2. This is 2 1x2s and like 1x3, and you make these ledges because I wanted to have like a rotating gallery, so to speak. So for the holidays, this is what I've done. So this is from Dollar Tree, and I think this is like a blank you can buy, and then you can buy this, and I just did that little thing. This is actually a bag. You know how you can take a bag, like a gift bag, and basically cut it out and put it on canvas, and there you go. This is actually a frame that I found, believe it or not, on the parking lot at Walmart. I took it home, cleaned it up, and I put this little piece of music in it. That one I just bought just like that, because like I said, the notes are taking over. This is also 2 gift bags, also on canvas. That kind of make like a nice little thing there. Again, same thing. This is actually was some wrapping paper that I have that has some music, and I just some cutouts. This is actually a gift bag. This was sort of imitating something I saw at Walmart. This is more like and I'll put lights on it too. You know, cutouts of that, and I kind of composite kind of in different, you know, layers and stuff like that. So that's my this little star I bought somewhere. That's the 2 things from Dollar Tree, the deer and then the Mary, and I put them on canvas. That's all it is. And I think I elevated them with a little piece of wood in the back. So, you know, it's kind of a fun way to dress up. And then for my bathroom, I like to have my little village up there. there's actually several little houses that I like, and one big one that lights up. Again, I love the white and the gold. This is a very old one that I've had from Target a long time ago. And you know, sometimes I can put tea lights inside of them. It works pretty well. And just like a little let it snow sign. You know, it just dresses up the bathroom nicely. And then of course, another one here that was also a gift bag. And I may do more to this one. This one you can kind of see the lines of the gift bag. It kind of bugs me. And I think we could do better with the sides, but we'll see. It's one of those things, if I have the time, I was gonna put snow or something all around to kind of hide that a little bit. But yeah, and then in this part, I do change the curtain. It's actually technically not poinsettias, but it looks to me like poinsettias. I have a little tree here. The rest I haven't changed much. And I have this little cabin here that I like, that I put out every year, that are where my towels are. So yeah, so there is the hallway bathroom, all decorated for the holidays. And the last thing I didn't get to show you was this little thing, which I made a long time ago. It's made out of buttons. It's a little Christmas tree made out of buttons. So I put it there. I take out the piece that I normally have there, and I put it there next to my little memory tree. So the last thing I wanted to do with you is to show you making some of those memory ornaments. I took down some of the ones that I want to redo, maybe change the picture on. You know, oh, by the way, a great way of doing this is when people send you, you know, this kind of cards that have pictures on them. You know, those are perfect for this kind of thing. Just cut it out instead of throwing it away. And there you go. You have an ornament for your tree. So let me show you how I put this together. Okay, getting ready to finish my memory tree for this year. So I went ahead and changed a few of the pictures that I had to other ones that I wanted to include. And then I also went ahead and had some new ones put in that I didn't have before. So, and I wanted to do 2 more. I couldn't find any more of these friends. This time I just went to Dollar Tree, but they have this instead. And I think it'd be fun to do it almost like a little mini shadow box with a photo. So I'm gonna try to do that and, you know, cut that off and things like that. So in the meantime, I also then have to kind of get some embellishment. I got some ribbon, you know, I have a bunch of white ribbon and also gold. So, you know, between that there, I should be able to find some embellishments. And then I also have, I also got some of these. Again, maybe cut into smaller pieces in my service and embellishment. And I also have these little cutouts of a tree that I did for the kitchen that I might be able to use here and there. I couldn't find any berries that were not too big. All the berries I kept seeing are humongous. But I did find the last set they had of this little mini tree. So that would be really great for the little shadow box. I want to do like a little wintry shadow box in there. So anyway, so let's get started. The first thing I think I want to try to do, I like the silver one like it is, but these brown ones, I think I want to spray paint them gold. So I'm going to go ahead and take the picture and take them outside and just spray paint them gold. Okay, I'm going to start with the little shadow box. It looks like this was one piece. I'm going to see if it'll let me kind of cut it. Okay, not that. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one too. Okay, so I think I might leave the frame as it is, but I'm gonna paint this white because I'm gonna kind of sort of create a little wintry scene. So I want the background to be white. Okay, well, I'll wait for that to dry and I'll give it another coat. Okay, in the meantime, while those things dry, I'm gonna figure out how to, you know, dress this one up a little bit more. I guess I have some ribbon that I could probably use. A lot of these are kind of small pieces, but for something like this, they work great. And I think I'll stick to white for this one. It's all little scraps that I've gotten from many things. And they might be the perfect length for a hanger in the bag. Something you could put the, you know, your hook through. And I'm not gonna bother taking that out because I tried to and it started really ripping the hole. And these are really cheapo frames, so they break really easily. So I think I'm not gonna mess with it. It doesn't really hurt anything, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's see. I'm gonna try to see if I can put some of these little guys and some of these guys somewhere. Okay, there you go. Something like that. This is a little bit more Christmassy that way. Okay. Gonna go, now that these are dry, I'm gonna go ahead and put them back together. And then I just have to do the little embellishments and put a hanger on them. Okay. Now, let me finish this one that I was working on. I'm gonna go ahead and put the picture in here. You know, I was gonna decoupage it, but I think I'm just gonna use double-sided tape. It's just faster method, and that way I don't have to worry about anything getting damaged. Let me get my tape. I'm gonna put it up high because I want to put some trees and so forth, so I don't want the trees to kind of cover up the picture. Okay, so the picture is in, and like I said, I don't mind that it's like that because I want to make it like a bit of a snowy scene of some kind. So I want to put some little trees, this kind, and also this kind, I think. This would also be cute like that. I wish the trees were different heights, but they all are the same height. So that's why I think using some of these would also be good. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to glue some snow on the bottom first. Yeah, so the snow is sort of helping with that transition between the picture and the frame itself. And I'm gonna put one of these. Okay, so I put some trees, some of those little cutouts that I had, and I think this might be cuter on the frame. So I think I'm gonna cut some pieces and put it all around like that. That's cute, huh? I have to put some kind of hanger to put on the tree. You could even hang it on the wall too. In fact, I think I'm gonna make the second one just like a little shadow box. I'm not gonna bother putting a picture. I mean, I could always put one in the future, but I think I have enough new pictures for now. Okay, well, there it is. There is that one. Now we have to also decorate these three little gold ones here. And I also have to put hangers on these. These are the ones I spray painted. So let's see what we can come up with these.
Okay, so let me show you what I have so far. So you saw this one, right? I put some little leftover decoration that I have there. And this one, put one tree and some of those cutouts. And in this one, I just put some of the little green things, a little, you know, bow. And then for this one, I think I'm just gonna do like a little wintry shadow box. Kind of, because I love that kind of look, and I've made some big ones. So I think for this one, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a lot of this thing. Okay, I have this. This is actually it's actually a glitter acrylic paint, and I think what I've done before, I sort of, if I want more glittery, I actually put glitter on top of it. So I sort of use it like both. I use it like glitter, but I also use it as glue. Does it need more? I don't know. I think it's pretty good. So now let's find a place for these on the tree. Let's do the little shadow box one. Ooh, that could be a good spot. Okay, here's this one here. I think this one found a very nice home here. And finally, this one. There you go. That's how I made my memory tree with all my memory ornaments. These are the ones that I fixed by putting the paper in the back so you can see a bit better. I need to make sure that they're not all aligned in a row. That's because it doesn't look so good, so I'll probably move that around. So I'll do some filling and then I'll be all done.